una mani osuni arewo. Sese yenye nichie afi yenya hoto. Yesiana yabetu jumbi ye jifu aye. Yebetu aye ino mashene ni munyam. Satan wedding kuku. Jesus bedding ni dara die kwama. Ye wodi afibo. Ene yetu jumbi ye jifu aye. Yetu aye ino. Yetu aye ino mashene ni munyam. Satan wedding kuku. Jesus bedding ni dara die kwama. Ye wodi afibo. Oh, yes, bedding ni afibo. Afibo, afibo, yeah, wodi afibo, yes, bedding ni afibo. Afibo, afibo, yeah, wodi afibo. Amen. Amen.
God bless you.
Amen. Amen. Yeni Kristo ebeding ni afibo. So yesiesie ho na itimi ne podi a yeni Kristo ebedi ni afibo. Paso mai mompae. Onyame ka fo era was show die ni monyam de me nyina show sa members bibia obeti awade wasem kasa family mu na o man to we masem Jesus na o ma ti asem na o fa asem ne tu ana mo e Jesus Christ be na mo bon pai. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Yeda ewadias misramo evangelism training o ma ento anyemra na he say yeshia me mapa Bible say Bible na yeshia e dia ne Bible the content na Bible ne bae yeshia na bebreo. So my time amen.
Amen. The Lord bless each and every one of you. Amen. As we all know, there is always an ongoing evangelism class. Please let us try as much as possible to join the evangelism class. Now, our topic we are treating is the Bible. What is the Bible? We are looking at what is the Bible, the reason why Bible came, and it's really helping. So please let us do well to join so that we can benefit from it.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so last week we talked about that was the due to the revival. So we talked about the topic, Lord. I said, Lord, won't you revive us? But for the last 2 weeks, we talked about the power of words. The power of words. And that one is also very, very, very important. So today we are back to sin. We are back to sin. Amen.
Amen. Pacho, na watche twe mu no pacho nam ye enkenya sronkuna na ye ne ntino ye tifia asem no na ye Awurade unkenya ye na emom na watche mienu a etwe mu no ye hu na ye sua tumi ewo nsem a ye ka ho na enenso de ye bewura bone no ye tifia asem no ene bone. Amen. Pampacho yebehwe no.
Yes, you become one new one.
You become one
Last time, oh, God will bless you. You are doing well. Yes. The bedroom may be not only a country to paper, only a country to paper. God will bless you.
Amen.
Last time, now we can say, no one I can't say, yes, I'll go back to one. And see, one and yes, I become one. Amen.
So some time back, I was there and the Holy Spirit prompted me that we should treat the topic sin. So we're going to go back and, treat the whole topic under sin. Amen.
Amen. And today's topic is self-ambition. Self-ambition. So it's self-ambition. Self-ambition is also a sin. Self-ambition is also a sin. Amen.
Amen. Me pacho ene tifia sem no yebehwe self-ambition and selfishness, but
self-ambition.
any
Self-ambition.
but you come everywhere.
Self-ambition, obia, ono de ope ono nko a ye. Ono nko a bibini a ono nko a sa wo dwene wo nko a Bible say one nko a ka nko a se obi kure ye o e ka me nko na nka me na me say e say wo de bi papa bi a no na unya na unya de ana ya obi de e say e mo no de da bi onuro ho enti no that is what we are talking about today, and according to the Bible says it's a sin. It's a sin. And that is self-ambition. Amen.
Amen. So we are going to treat the topic self-ambition, and we know that to be self-ambitious is in a way sin. Especially when you talk about people who are self-ambitious, they are selfish, selfish-minded people. They are always into them. If it's have to do with somebody, I mean, even when people are prospering, all they wish for, instead of jubilating the prosperity of other people, they always wish it for themselves. If it should have been for them, all the world will evolve around them. It's always about them.
Amen. So self-ambition is a sin in the sight of God. It's a sin in the sight of God. And let's take the definition. It's a self-centered drive. It's a self-centered drive to achieve personal goals, rank, fame, or power, or power. Self-centered. Okay, so my friend, I'll say it's a self-centered drive to achieve personal goals, rank, fame, or power.
Mpacho yɛhwɛ self-ambition na mpacho ɛyɛ tumi bi a ɛtwe wɔ bi ɛma ɔtumi twe adeɛ nyinaa ɛba ɔno ankasa ne ho na saa adeɛ no ɛtwe no ɛma ɔtumi ɛtumi duru dibea bi tibea bi anaa tumi mpo na wɔpɛ a wɔnam saa tumi no so ɛtumi ɛde pɛ saa nyama ahonyadeɛ ɛde ma ne ho.
Amen. So, sabi no so so we no kwa bi so no different from jealousy no so but ma there's a wo de dia wo so dia wo de si wani so no wo de no there's a wo pese wo de ni extra obi a ye wo say bia oh me yere me ho na wade mu ame ma me free baby a na wo no enko manim. That is different thing. Me yere me ho or me bon pa ye wade mu ame ani ye wo obi so dia no de nyame aya ma ni bia me ma tra we ya me say I'm not okay. The enkoye me enti or say some of their personal goals, their rank, their fame, and also power. All the PR person on the also. On the PR person on the also. The PR only there. Also, you will go for you. I mean, an example. So in a native grand year, now see a coming be no big near cry. Daddy, the important point. Needed piano and the SCF. By all means, auntie. That is what we are talking about today. Amen.
Amen. Please, when we look at self-ambition, it is a sin because it is also similar. Self-ambition is also similar to jealousy or envy. And when it comes to self-ambitious people, they are kind of people that want everything to evolve around them. Even when people are prospering, instead of them to say that, okay, I would pray to God, or through my hard work and the prayers of God, I know I will get there. It's not like that in their case. They always wish that people's success, they would always want to outsmart them, or in a way, people's success should have been theirs. Or they are, it's like they're in competition with people. And in this kind of people too, you find them in groups. When we meet in groups, when there is a conversation that is going on, when you see these self-ambitious people, their contribution or they are talking, it's always about them. They don't want to take what people are contributing. Everything should be about them. People should take what they are saying. If it is not what they are saying, then there is nothing. I mean, yeah.
Amen. And I want difference say, oh, one man, oh, I mean, a picture of you to be say, maybe I don't think so. And what it means to be say, and be a mepe. Maybe I will buy the away and what you want. But we won't dear. No. Oh, Messi, be a medusa. That is how it is. So it's a difference. Yeah, was said, now me a picture of you to baby. I was, oh, I can miss anything. I be a me born by me say, oh, as God's time. Nay, oh, be true, yeah, David. And I'm one, the queen be asked. I don't know. Yeah, come once. Amen.
So when it comes to self-ambition, we have cases whereby when you see some people doing well in life, your desire is to be like them. Actually, through prayers and hard working, you try as much as possible that at God's own time, God's own appointed time, God will also do for you. But when we talk about these self-ambitious people, they want it to be them. They will strive who can crook whatever thing it may take for them to get what their fellow counterparts, their friends, their neighbors have gotten. They will do it. This is what the man of God is talking about.
Okay, so and 8, some 3 things. Let's look at it. He said self-centered motives. So self-centered motive, that is one.
Me pacho, say you share these ambitious, self-ambitious people, omo bibiano mo pre ema wo mu no. Me pacho ye sha sanko foko no mo bibi baako. Normally no ye trimupo a ye efa omo ankasa omo hu. Omo trimu adwen ana omo trimu nsusu ye nyina eye omo a mi sanko fo no sa e na ewo omo timu.
And the second one is self above others. Self above others.
Me pacho ni etoso mienu no nso sankofoko no omo se omo no omo wo soro echen wo bibiara. Omo wo soro e wo den anase omo ye chen wo bia me pacho.
And lack of humility. Lack of humility.
Me pacho ni etoso miensa no ni se omo mbra omo ho ase omo ni ahobrase.
Enti se sa no miensa we se ebi wo mu a na it means say also yourself our ambition. Wo de bia wa adwene po na ade beba no wo de wo tu se eno a de obi abeka bia no omfa wo say wo de wo different planets men kan say wo de wo say wo de ba bia wo no obi amen ana sa akofo no so nye obi a wo pra mo ase omre mo ase e wo ba bia enti say who was hard you anymore money in the sight of God. So let's go to the Bible. Galatians chapter 5, verse 20. Galatians chapter 5, verse 20. But obi so na country na man. Why? Obi be country na man. I mean, said the chi no mo kama. Self ambition said the omusi e kan o chi.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 20. Please, I read. Or see. Idolatry, sorcery, hostility, strife, jealousy, fits of anger, disputes, dissensions, factions. Amen. 20.
Amen. Someone should read the NIV. When you read the NIV, you will see the word over there. NIV, but one of NIV.
But American NIV, or say idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fit of rage, self-ambition, distinction, and function. Amen.
Okay, so the word, that is self-ambition. See, Sarah, the name of listening now, one in the sight of God, but what we are focusing on is what? The self-ambition. But we put me a chain, now, you said there was he kind of chain, self-ambition, or the chain of kind of saying,
Amen.
Amen.
Ebacha making kind, Ebacha say.
If I'm sorry, I can't go parental from my team, you might do no say some I do to.
Oh, Obi kind of one
Ebacha making kind.
Huh?
Evangelist say can.
Evangelist Mercy.
The network and then Ebacha make.
Oh, the only idea I come in, but
Ebacha say, Abosomsom, Edutuo, Otan, Akayo, Ahoya, Ebufu, Apere, Kunsum, Mpapemu. Amen.
okay. I'm say how why am I say a
Prayer. Yeah.
It's like I said pray no say obey really I'm a kind eduma bi na me waste management bi na me na guy ba ko u ba eduma na mo ente nti ye no na ye kwa na ye kwa diska ye kwa diska na ye di aba eduma mo na ono obi aba mu nche de bia am say ye diska na ba ye kill bi o eduma mo na ba na say de bia oba ye say ono na ye overtaking ono no aye overtaking nti bi to di there's already a prayer where a prayer nti she is not no kind but the English say self ambition and the definition also I'm sure say right now yati ase because yati ase say wo de bia if those people no cramp no the person is married I in any sense Bible no say mo ware am I ko number that they be or you know you saw no me and then me say ya and then me say ya and before an example a time crowd ko see ya I mean what do you can say oba na mo na oba no so anye bi mu nyina so but bibia me ti say osu sa na osu ba so ti ya na say enye a say yetimi twi ye mu.
Amen. So when we look at the tree version of Galatians chapter 5 verse 20 is the prayer. Yeah. So prayer means striving selfishly to gain or to reach a position where one has not gotten. And Evangelist was given an example that once upon a time he was working with a guy who came lately into the company in which he was working. He came late, but when there was a queue, based on the arrival time, your arrival in the company, so from the oldest to the youngest who arrive in the company, you see this guy, because of our prayer, he want to get to where he has not gotten to. He strive, so this is the word for that guy, a prayer. And when we come to the English, is the self-ambition. When we look at the self-ambition, what he was trying to make us understand that this even happens in marriages. People are so ambitious that even in marriages, as we all know biblically, if one is married, wife and husband, the Bible said they become one flesh. But because of self-ambitiousness, they would go and everything, they will put their name on it. Everything, they will take it for themselves. They would always take the properties and every doing and every dealing for themselves alone. And this is really self-ambitious people. Amen.
Amen. So let's also move to Philippians 2, 3, 4. Philippians 2, 3, 4. Philippians 2, 3, 4. Philippians 2,
Philippians
3,
chapter
4.
2. Philippians chapter 2, verse 3 to 4. Please, I read. Philippians chapter 2, verse 3 to 4. It says, hey, I'm Ephesians. Philippians chapter 2, verse 3 to 4. Patron making kind or say, do nothing from selfishness or empty conceit, but with humility regard others as more important than yourselves. 4. Do not merely look out for your own personal interest, but also for the interest of others. Amen.
Amen. So the only issue, and kind only 2, 3 come me, and I don't come me.
But
Philippians 2, 3
and I even know.
Yeah.
Me
2, 3
making kind and I even know. Do nothing. I say, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself, not looking to yourselves, not looking to your own interest, but each of you to the interest of the other. Amen.
Amen. So you see, say, the same self-ambition, Paul and Galatians, no, because we have money in the and the Philippians also at the same thing, because also their own interests, So, and as soon as verse 4, and then when to me began to Timon, and Kaway Sunday school for Anka, when a memory base. Entry battle, verse 4, no, can
But your verse 4, NIV, I say, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the other. And now the others.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. So, and yes, I won't go on. Yes, sir. I mean, the more be answer with the Abu Bia, also the Abu. So, and yes, sir. I mean, yeah, we I mean, because sir, example, example. So, now, na apɛ sɛ ɔyɛ na obiara ba fam a na ɛtumi sɛ woyɛ yɛ a abusuafoɔ nyinaa bɛda wo meboa obiara bɛda wo nti sɛ mfa sɛ nnipa mmiɛnsa na ɛbi ayɛ yie nnipa mmiɛnsa na ayɛ yie wɔ abusua no mu a kama ɛnneɛ ma mefrɛ wɛ wofrɛ wɛ na anyɛ yɛ a nyɛnkɔ wɛ ya nyinaa yɛ boa but ɛkɔyɛ wo nko a wo nko a ɛno nso kyerɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ wo nko a wɔnya wo sɛ abɛsi mu na wo so bɛka sɛ ɔmo a maka no deɛ ɔmo nyera ɔmo a maka no wɔnyɛ deɛ ɔmo nyera ɛnam obi so ana wo so bɛnya wo sɛ abɛsi ɛno nti asɛm wɔ mu a yɛmfa ne serious yɛmfa ne serious sɛ ɛnyɛ yɛn nko a na yɛsɛ yɛhwɛ yɛyie yɛ ho but ɛnso so ɛnka ebi mu ho sometimes ɛyɛ a obi nya mmoa. It could be say you know the person. It could be say you don't know the person. But I didn't come up. Now also boy. Yes, it works. But I didn't come up. Now also the boy. And until that is it. We should not look. I say not looking to your own interest, but each of you to the interest of others. Amen.
Amen. So if we should have been in the children's class and the Sunday school, I would have told everyone to have memorized this very scripture. Philippians chapter 2, the verse 4. Not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the others. Amen. Simply because it's really necessary, especially when we come to our own family. if some of these selfish, ambitious people, all their desire is that they alone will become what? They will become worthy in the family. They will become worthy in the family. People will recognize them as the wealthiest man in the family. But let's look at this scenario together. If God blesses you and you also wish the best for your brother, and God elevates your other brother, your sisters, your cousins around you. Let's say in a family of 10 people, God blesses about 5 people. Just look at how lower your burdens will become. Everyone will not come and, oh, mama give me, oh, papa give me. At least they will think twice that, oh, okay, since I went to papa this time, then let me go to auntie this, let me go to this. You see, your burdens will be lifted up. So it is good that we seek for the interest of each other. So when we do that, our burdens will also come down. So it is really necessary. Amen.
Amen. We are about to start the reading. So, Mrs. Lamuma, M1 readings. And Mammy, think away so. And sir, I wanted the mammy and some my yeah, I just said, they didn't actually see back of it to pass ye peer back of it. They appear back when ye tell Mama. So, I did ye pa. Would ye peer winner? Oh, Pia, Opia, the Nabu baby. Now, oh, wait. I mean, or not, dear, why is Yana the best baby? Any different. Then said, oh, Pia, said, yeah, sometimes you show, oh, if I already know of it, if I already say, it's Timothy, Equayema, yeah, and also for yes, I am. It's in my show, a tobacco, no one yet, and yet your mama coming now. And so they Pia, mommy, and son, what to happen in the future. If you say, what do you want to happen in the future? What the best? Oh, wait. Eventually, you become a master. Yes, empty. And also, no, fear, self-ambition. You made the 3, when you made the 4, you made the 5, no more. 7 the crown or the more. Oh, we did not. Because if you are piano for 2 baby, out to me say, baby, you're making me to run. Baby, I'm going to run never. Then said, oh, Mammy, Pia Bacope. Na Nina Mama, and also your idea, and also the happiness. And so, amen.
Amen. So, when it comes to our children, please let us make it a point to push our children, especially, for example, if you are a mother or a father that has 3 children, make it a point to push both of them. Push it. Say if it is to push them, if it's 4, 5, 6, 7, push all of them, because you don't know where your help will come from. You don't know. Oftentimes, parents do put their hope on only one child, and at the end of the day, most of the time, the child they put their hope on even comes to disappoint them. But if we will have we will see this as a good thing to push all of them, then we are going to what? We are going to reap for the fruit of our labor. And also, especially too, if the child is not showing interest in the academic, in the studies or in his academics, that is fine. You can put him aside. Or even if they are not doing well in a particular subject or in something in an area of their academics, please, you can be of help to them. Or if you see that they are not interested at all, then that is the only case you can put them down. But if you have many children, please push all of them to the top, so that all of them can become graduates, all of them can do well in the family, so that they can grow to be what? To bring interest and benefit to the whole family.
Okay, let's move to the Bible reading. So we are moving to Revelation 12, 7 to 9. Revelation 12, 7 to 9. Then someone should also open Genesis 4, 1 to 2, but that person will wait. Genesis 4, 1 to 7. You have to wait. But we are reading Revelation 12, 7 to 9.
Revelation chapter 12, 7 to 9. And war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels waging war with the dragon. The dragon and his angels fought, but they were not strong enough and did not prevail. and there was no longer a place found for them in heaven. 9, the last verse. And the great dragon was thrown down, the age-old serpent, who is called the devil, aka Satan, he who continually deceived and seduces the entire inhabited world. He was thrown down to the earth, and his angels were thrown down with him. Amen.
So, you can't serve ambition. The first person I use to me is Satan. Satan. And what the Satan? I mean, differently. Some are born differently. And our man to my SOE. And our man to me, man. And our man to me, man. Never so Satan. The enemy na no. Wow, funny son. It's a premier or an answer say. My young couture, I didn't feel. Now, the overall what boss. To be overall boss, no dear. Any, and see, kind of Korea was say, war see a sorrow. The war see sorrow, and I want this man angels, any of some ecosia. Enti, battle no of some musuye. And I want to say, what did it mean international? And I had what 2 the bars season. Enti, all pan the angels, and that's an important for a moment. And what say? All the angels over there, no, not yet, the angels. Satan, no one, no, cheap for 4 bars. So, a cheap for 4. The angels in the Rebecca. I was saying, oh, you're not from there. We can do that. And here, 2 and I say, they are causing all this confusion. Amen.
Amen. So when we look at the word of God in the book of Revelation 12, the 7 to 9, we see that the devil, aka Satan, lived in heaven. He was having a specific duty. He was a worshiper of God. As every angel had their own specific work or duty to behold in heaven, Lucifer was having his duty until he realized or came to the realization that no, he felt bigger. He had a selfish ambition. I wish I can become like God. So he gathered the angels, and the Bible makes us understand that there was a war that broke up in heaven, and Michael, the angel, the archangel, went to fight with the other angels, went to fight against now Satan, and the Bible said there was no place no more for him in heaven. So the Bible said they had to throw him down from heaven to the ground. And that is why today, look at what is happening. He was able to convince a lot of demons, angels, so then angels. Now they are here on the earth. And look at the atrocities and the chaos they are causing humanity. All because of selfish ambitiousness. They want to become like God. Amen.
Amen. So first of all, the position we're losing the position. The another thing is going to say, want to mean your salvation. Satan mean to be man salvation. Because on the first person or solitary and the action about I even with the Bible was that way. And what I had at a training. And what I had to say, no crime or hard, a time will come, yes, I will win this. And assassins who are a gentleman, and what you say, self-ambition is a bonicasia as every year. We shouldn't look down on it. We shouldn't look down on it. Because of that, the position, what should the position? And to me, I want to man in I should I'm going to say, about assassination. And open assassination, I mean, one another assassination, only one place, one number. Until now, Bible was here, maybe, and I didn't call for say, I am not going to happen. I'm going to find that you want to joke. They said, one of them, Anna, all Pepaya, Bama, a piece of 1 years. 18, Ama, or buy, and that is his punishment. As I say, and so it's something that I see actually. Amen.
Amen. Please, we shouldn't take this self-ambitiousness or self-ambition as a lighter matter. It's a very weightier matter because, first of all, when Satan, aka devil, was thrown because of his words, his selfish ambition, the Bible said he first lose his position. That put him in a position to also lose his power. And above all, he has lost his salvation entirely because he was the first scapegoat. He was the first one to sin. So he was used as a scapegoat for everyone to look upon. So that is how it is. So we should learn to understand that because of this self-ambition, Satan has lost his power, his position, and above all, he has lost his power. And let's look at something. This aka Satan, we are mentioning his name, he is not even a free man. No, he has been bound. He is in chains. So he's just making noise and disturbing and worrying the entire world. He has been chained, and he has no fixed demora. He moved from one place to the other. That is why when we read the book of Job, the Bible said when the host of heaven gathered, the children of God gathered, he went there. He went there because he has no place to stay. He moved from from one place to the other. That is what he's doing, roaming about and tirelessly and without aim on the surface of the earth. Amen. So we should take it into consideration and make sure that we don't fall victim to self-ambition. Amen.
Let's read Genesis 4. Genesis 4, 1 to 7. Who is there? Then someone should also open First Samuel. After opening the First Samuel, you wait. So let's now read Genesis 4, 1 to 7.
Genesis chapter 4, the verse 1 to 7. I read it. Now, the man Adam knew Eve as his wife, and she conceived and gave birth to Cain. And she said, I have obtained a man with the help of the Lord. And she gave birth to his brother Abel. Now Abel kept the flocks, but Cain cultivated the ground. And in the course of time, Cain brought to the Lord an offering of the fruits of the ground. But Abel brought the firstborn of his flock and the fat portions. And the Lord had respect for Abel and for his offering. But for Cain and his offering, he had no respect. So Cain became extremely angry, and he looked annoyed and hostile. And the Lord said to Cain, why are you angry? And why do you look annoyed? If you do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, sin crunches at your door. Its desire is for you, but you must master it. Mebacho to 7 and 9.
7.
Mebacho, amen.
Amen. And asamoye na ate. A bread and so we should Bible more and say may have that and read more about offering, giving offering unto God. But and say any time you know why and I'm offering so Emma they were cursed. Cain and so can be. Ama yes I have Mr. and Mrs. But Mr. and Mrs.
Ananias and Sapphira, and also Paul, Saul, King Saul.
So, sometimes offering, mama, and my family say, normal. So, and also a do, more and I offering unto God. What do you for? And also the Diaba. What do you now the coin? You are the answer. Wait. So anyway, I don't know. Me who is a problem back because offering and yeah, at that back of one they do offering by one. So everything because of that, me na me penny. I'm not offering up na this in the answer. And what this in the answer? Get one na what this in the answer. Enti I can't tell you next time me I'm for a precious to God. Be a additional Edison. Now, at the moment, now before I don't know what when you answer me, when you answer me, not when you answer me at it. And say, I want this one, this one, I want this now. So, I want this one or the Israel at the moment. And I'm so my before. And before the fire, they were there fast because in that time of year, God the Father and see, so kind Old Testament now, mostly you hear about God the Father and see one year and you pack us straightforward. Oh, one in the pack us straightforward and San Krana, and what they found the prophet Marcus and first year. One Adam Casa straightforward. One Eve Casa what straightforward. Come back to say, and what did you say? Well, now what didn't the old argument now? Was so in the year. Can't say for obey. Everyone say, now I mean, self-ambition and self-centered. No, me, na me first born. So they do maybe I say it can't discuss it. Oh, I don't to make us say, if you're mad, if you're being so hard. We say, hey, now me first born, me now marry, also can work so be overtake so anything is so maybe I will say me I don't know I did any something here. Yes, I can I did something here. And because of that, you know, Emma Okoku Unia and I'm so Amma I did say no. And Anka getting from the Kunum. So say what this Sunday mark the plaza and I told my society on the job because any part of movie has not made us. Now, yes, I say back where we are going to back was I come. Because of that, I want to say if he said, dear, obey the piano, Nanny, so men and Cassin can what this ramming. Men and Cassin come yesterday, and Cassin yesterday. I idea it was yeah, tree and frame was and there was as by man. I want him more and Amen.
Amen. Please, when we look at the book of Genesis chapter 4, we saw the offering of Cain and Abel. And one thing we must know is that God is really concerned about offering, our offerings. God is really concerned. So when we go to the Bible, we saw how God dealt with people who were dishonest in their offerings. Ananias and Sapphira, and we saw yes, Cain and Abel's own and many others. Yes, so God is really concerned about offerings. So please, let's take our offerings seriously, truthfully, and in serious, seriousness. And then secondly, when we look at the whole scenario, we don't see the reason why Cain should have gotten angry. First of all, because we don't do offerings just once in the entire life. Offerings has its season. It comes and go. It comes and goes. So if Abel or Cain wasn't self-ambition or hadn't got that self-ambition mindset, he would have what? He would have waited and know that, okay, this time I didn't do it well. So next time, if I'm able to what? To prepare my offerings well and give the best to God, God would what? Good would have pleased with it. But because of selfish ambitiousness, see what? It landed him. He ended up killing his brother. And even before he committed that murder or that sin, God went ahead of him to forewarn him. In the olden days, it's not like today we have the Holy Spirit, and previously we had Jesus, or even in our era we still have Jesus too. Previously, if God wanted to talk to someone, God himself will go directly. So when we look at Adam and Eve, God was going to the garden to talk to them. Even outside the garden too, God was talking to them personally. In the olden days, people could hear God speaking clearly. That was when God the Father was at its full its full power. But this is the season where we have the Holy Spirit now. Now, the thing is that if Cain hadn't been self-ambitious, this case wouldn't have gotten to that place. For him to kill his brother, for God to also curse him back for doing what he did. God even warned him and told him, look, don't do. Evil is at your door. It's behind your door, and it's really knocking. And if take heed that you don't commit what you are coming to do. And the Bible said he did not regard God because of his selfish ambition. Perhaps he was pained, because when people do good offerings or give good offer, God blesses them. He was pained and maybe hurt for the blessing his brother was going to receive. And therefore, God put a mark on him that no one should do what? No one should kill him, because he himself was already cursed. Because how many people were there on the surface of the earth then? Only few. Amen. Pa. So we should take heed that we don't get to this point. Amen.
Amen. Let's move to 1 Samuel 15, 10 to 15. 1 Samuel 15, 10 to 15.
Me patron making kind of book of 1 Samuel chapter 15, 10 to 15. Please, I read.
So after reading the 1 Samuel, don't close the Bible.
Okay.
We will also read.
Okay, 1 Samuel 15, 10 to 15. Then the word of the Lord came to Samuel, saying, I regret that I made Saul king, for he has turned away from following me and has not carried out my commands. Samuel was angry, and he cried out to the Lord all night. When Samuel got up early in the morning to meet Saul, he was told, Saul came to Carmel, and behold, he set up for himself a monument. Then he turned and went on and went down to Gilgal. So Samuel came to Saul, and Saul said to him, Blessed are you of the Lord. I have carried out the command of the Lord. But Samuel said, What then is this bleating of the sheep in my ears, and the lowing of the oxen when I hear? Saul said, They have brought them from the Amalekites, for the people spared the best of the sheep and oxen to sacrifice to the Lord your God. But the rest we have destroyed completely. Amen.
Amen. So let me explain this one then. The same 1 Samuel 13, 11 to 12, we will also read that one also. So, yes, we are a baby do ya. Those are here for Amalekites for Omoni Israel for the Eba Somoba. And then Ewadi Kasafa, Prophet Samuel Muse. A kona on your mokono, Ewadi di Kuni Bama. Na Ukwa Kumuni Penina, and more Mokonina, Shinina. That is the word of God. That is the word of God. I will catch Samuel King Saul. Now, when King Saul quiet, because someone also not a prophet. Someone I'm coming, but the piano, a wadi, and then it has a straightforward. Everything, every quiet. Oh, Kofono, and Kofono crying, and no, wait, can't afford you. And I was share and what mean, what you say, a ship when ye, what the nip or the nip by the program, no Casabia, but the nip bought soup beer, said the nip at home. And what shame way ye, and one I know. On one deal, and draw this in Sim said, the name about a young man. For the other one, there's no yes, sir. And yes, sir. Why not you so about or enjoy someone? Listen, right? Why take it? So, I can be only taking the serious. I said, we go on here, I can't say, I want to see you for morning and I'm a cooling down manager. And that then came you be now in the area, some can actually. But it was a great sin. What the sheep were only coming in the other. So I go back for the one about for the other thing in Omori. So, and now I do on when you and one said, they are carrying now on where they Omori. And don't see what you some bad. Someone was said, dear, this one for you, and you know, because this also is like what? Disobedient. Disobedient because you did not obey. The instruction says, go and do this. And when you went there, you did something different. And because of that, but I have some time. 1 Samuel 13, 11, 12.
1 Samuel 11. Sorry, 1 Samuel 13, 11 to 12. But Samuel said, what have you done? Saul said, since I saw that the people were scattering away from me, and that you did not come within the appointed time, and that the Philistines were assembling at Michmash, therefore I said, now the Philistines will come down against me at Gilgal, and I have not asked for the Lord's favor. So I forced myself to offer the burnt offering. Amen.
Amen. So, Sora, the problem is no. Self-centered. And to offer a sacrifice unto God, and then a Jumana, a software Jumana. What's the major one? Oh, I mean, and some of them because not benefits, no yes, some of the American presidents, yes, I agree. Benefits on any film, not the apple for the country, now my year because Bonnie, oh, now, you know, I'm more and some country. No, I'm not so someone who no, can so you'll be an or Jane no time be and what they say, what they say, something different. And what they say before sacrifice or making to God, but on your main call for the priest near somewhere. And the someone my only train. And I'm a chair, then for photo banner about the tea. Before I said, and what's another one is 5 years, okay, 14:20. Kind 1 Samuel 14:24. 1 Samuel 14,
verse 24. It said, but the men of Israel were hard pressed that day, because Saul had put the people under a curse, saying, cursed be the man who eats food before evening, and before I have taken vengeance on my enemies. So none of the people ate any food. Amen.
You see, me kwakon tokwa, ekona me kwakono. Se me ni nkunima, ekoni na obi ani. Obi ani di wo promo. Ene una woni no kra, uni mu I so. This me tokwa na me kwakono ma ene. Sir, they say African countries here, Pennyphone says that, and Pennyphone says that. One year, I'm a modern, 1 year, dear, Omani here, dear party, and this is an idea, that's it, because Pusha can saw you be a no attire side in the man. No attire side in the piano or general, they be our general, and it would be even a prayer, what did he in the free song? Not so pushy, the back a Jonathan, a question. No, so pushy, the back Jonathan. But I didn't know that. But Jonathan, so you be a while follow the end of my paper. Oh, the son, I want the anointed David. Oh, that's why we say, Yako. Oh, Pierre David. Oh, Pierre David. Oh, Pierre. Oh, as a way, anybody was a bit my answer. My father, a king. Men are my prince. My father, who are men as me by the necessary. And so, I mean, what was sent a dance now, I didn't choose a king. It's all one. Never the proud planet, the big NTR David. No, afraid David. Never the so on the two self tomorrow, not to bit my side. It's a John. Oh, and then you won't find out what the mice have money. No, I didn't mice have movie. Not a million many young quiet self ambition. That be American. If you are saying, oh, no more, they will see any man. Who went to meaning of what be up for school? You won't know what school if I say primary or secondary school. And before you there, I will cross on baby. That's no more. Now, I mean, you went to baby now. I know when I hear what's school, man. I mean, nothing. Eh? Because last week, me said JSS. Yeah, come JSS. For 1997, or might be a say, or might be a group. Anna, you won't be a for Effie, and that why different.
Wow.
Why different? After the TV, if you say a king walk as Anto, but also a king. Now, sometimes you don't know who named their money to be. A minister, I mean, I'm a baby on social. So the other man in your mama, and then see, I mean, and minimum wow. Who bump I will be any amount. I mean, for my friend here, and one day a day or more, and so a bit true. Amen.
Amen. So, so when we look at the lifestyle of King Saul, he was self-ambitious man, because from the beginning, from 1 Samuel chapter the 13, the 14, the 15, you could see that everything he did, it was because of his selfish ambitions. The Bible makes us understand that God at a point in time told him not to sacrifice anything, because when it comes to offering and sacrifices, they are for what? For the priest, the man of God. But at a point in time, because of his selfish ambitiousness, because of the fatness of the animal, light soup was crying in his mind. Abenkwa was crying in his mind. Nkatikonto was crying all over. So this man, because of food, he took the animals back. Not because he was coming to sacrifice, but God knew his mind, God knew his heart. That is not because of what? Not because he wanted to come and sacrifice it to the Lord. And even if it is so, God said, don't do it. You have done it. But because of the mindset, the food in his mind, he brought all these animals. And see what's happened to him. And then when we cast our mind back. Saul as a whole, Saul's son was supposed to be the heir of his throne. That is Jonathan. And Jonathan saw that the kingship belongs to his friend, that is David. He foresaw it. So he was helping him. he became his friend. He was pushing him to the top. Just as our father said, let's seek for the best interests of others. He was doing that. He was helping him with dresses, food, what you can think of. He was giving in to him. But his father didn't like that because his father was what? Was selfish, ambitious, because his motive was that his son will come and inherit what? The throne, the kingdom. But God had another plan altogether. And at the end of the day, if we can imitate this character of Jonathan, it will be the best. Especially, we don't know what the future holds for all of us. As it is, sometime to come, Mama Abigail can become a banker, sponsoring the whole church. Who knows? All of us, we don't know what God has for us. So we shouldn't undermine ourselves and look down upon us, on anybody. Everywhere God has fixed somebody, please pray and intercede for them. Please love them genuinely. Please, if there is a support, you can support somebody financially, whatever, please do it. Because we don't know. Just in the case of David and Jonathan, or Saul and David and Jonathan, the three of them, nobody knew that in the future David was going to become a king. If they knew that David was going to be a king, they wouldn't even push him to the forest to go and take care of animals. But on the day, the kingdom became David. So please, selfish ambitiousness will let us lose our focus, will let us lose our power and authority. Because of selfish ambitiousness, let's see King Saul. He lost everything. Even his predecessor, the one who is supposed to come after him, he even lost it because of that. Please. So we shouldn't take this self-ambitiousness for granted. Amen.
Amen. So we better take the last one due to the time. So we better go 2 Chronicles 26, 16 to 18. So Paul, the Oye and so the Oye Anna ne kinship no efinisa. Because ultimately Nimra so I want to see say, Marco say, I want to say, oh, Nanabu Fuye was say, my dear friends. There was no power. But it is so said, or this I taking this thing serious. And so you better take your last one, 2 Chronicles 26, 16 to 18.
2 Chronicles 26, 16 to 18. Please, I read. It says, but when Uzziah became strong, he became so proud that he acted corruptly, and he was unfaithful and sinned against the Lord his God. For he went into the temple of the Lord to burn incense on the altar of incense. Then Azariah the priest went in after him, and with him 80 priests of the Lord, men of courage. They opposed King Uzziah and said to him, it is not for you, Uzziah, to burn incense to the Lord, but for the priests, the son of Aaron, who had been consecrated to burn incense. Get out of the sanctuary, for you have been unfaithful and will have no honor from the Lord God. Amen.
Amen. So can you see the same thing? And what they are picking do height no. Also a man and so I didn't so no and Nina so and I'm so my they anti and shrub. And then in a summary no you will say upon some a Emma Yami Panashil, Yamia Kesam so and Owas came and see and what they can say, yeah, Ama and also was under punishment. And Ken Saul and Suyebi, Yaminti, the power as a king, what you finish in the natural way. Ono ne sekan na ɔyɛ den no wuye. And this skin, you see, and also the same thing. Now, yes, but do the time you cannot do it. That is Joab, and so the same thing. And in the nutshell, we have put to our head mind say we should look for the interest of others. Ma enkoye de bi ayem na yes sometimes yes there's curse and it's a great sin in the sight of God. Amen.
Amen. So in the nutshell or in summary, many were the things we said. First of all, we saw that Satan was self-ambitious, so therefore he loses power, he loses position, he loses salvation, he has become a curse. Secondly, we saw that Cain also did that, and he has become a cursed. He became a cursed and even died. And when we look at and the case of King Saul too, King Saul also, because of self-ambitiousness, he also lose his throne. And I don't know the day he also end up killing himself. Let me say, how do you say it? Suiciding himself, because he died out of his own sword. And then lastly, we saw that Queen Uzziah also, because of self-ambitiousness, was not obedient to God and had to lose his power too. So please, let us take it serious and look for the best interest of one another. And when we do that, God will bless us. And let us know that first and foremost is that self-ambitiousness is a sin before God. God bless each and every one of you. Amen and amen. Shalom. Amen. All right. We are going to pray. Mama Beatrice, are you going to go with us to prayers?
Mama, feel free. 5 minutes.